students, I am Dr. Binod Kumar Singh, professor at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, today we will be discussing unit 3, concrete production. So, in concrete production we have major thing batching, mixing, transportation, finishing and all these operations are involved. So, this is very important aspects. So, these are the stages, means we have to go for batching, mixing, transporting, placing, compacting, curing and finishing. So, these are the steps involved in complete process of concrete. That is why it is called a process material, and because it is involved many people and different operations. So, it is called process material. So, batching, what do you mean by batching? So, batching is nothing but measurement of material for making concrete. Like there is two methods of batching, one is volume batching and another is batching by weight. So, these two methods, for more important is weight batching. So, volume batching is done only for temporary work, small works, or if the job is not of so important, and volume batching may be allowed only where weight batching is not practical and provided accurate bulk densities of materials to be actually used in concrete have earlier been established. So, generally volume batching means cement we have to consider by weight also you can take, but water cement ratio is important, that you have to take weight by weight of cement by water cement ratio. So, this has to be taken by weight only. So, generally one bag of cement when it is in a bag, volume of bag is 28.3 cubic feet, or you can say density of loose density of cement in a bag is 1440 kg per meter cube. But as you open it, so loose form will be around 35 liters, okay, 35 liters. So, generally 35 liters, but it may vary also, it may vary from 32 to 40, because that depends on the grindness, how much grinding has been done, what is the fineness of cement, and based on that volume changes. So, that is why this method is not accurate, volume batching. So, that is why we have to discourage the volume batching. Okay. So, for volume batching we have to make a gauge box. So, generally gauge box is made 33.33 by 30 centimeter by 35 centimeter, which will give you 35 liter of 35 liter of volume. So, if you want to make even a smaller also, so say if you are taking a 33.33 centimeter by 30 centimeter by 20 centimeter, then that will yield a volume of 20 liter. So, similarly, suppose you want some another things 33.3 into 30 into 25. So, if the length is 33.3, width is 30 and height is 25 centimeter, in that case it will yield about 25 liter of volume. So, coarse aggregate and fine aggregate we can take with the help of this gauge box. So, this may be made of steel or timber. So, weight batching is very important. So, weight batching by weight is recommended by IS 456 2020. It is more accurate and leads to more uniform proportioning. Both cement and aggregate shall be determined by weight admixture. If it is solid, then by weight, means mass of cement, mass of coarse aggregate, mass of fine aggregate, and if admixture is of solid nature, so that must be taken by weight. And if liquid, you have admixture as a liquid admixture and water, that may be taken either by weight or by volume. So, that is not the problem. So, that you can take anything, but it should have a proper graduated things to measure the things. Okay. So, we have semi automatic weight batcher or automatic weight batcher. For large mix plant, we can go for this type of automatic weight batcher. Okay. And semi automatic weight batcher we can make for a small quantity of work, and this is a totally computerized control. So, even whatever the water content in the fine aggregate or coarse aggregate is there, that will sense, and that adjustment will be done during the weighing operation. So, everything can be done automatically. So, so water cement ratio can be maintained very nicely with the help of automatic system. So, nowadays all the mix plants, mostly modern mix plant is equipped with automatic weight batcher. Another important work is mixing. So, mixing can be done by hand mixing or machine mixing. So, hand mixing is done for a small unimportant work, but suppose we have to go for the large volume, in that case machine mixing is necessary, and generally 2 minutes, approximately 2 minutes time is required for uniform color and consistency in the mix. So, you have to mix 2 minutes. So, even in modern plant it is possible to even mix in less than 1 minute also, but on an average we can say 1.5 minutes to 2.5 minutes time is required for mixing the concrete in this machine. So, based on that we have a different type of mixer. So, as per IS 1791 1985, concrete mixers are designated by a nominal mixed batch capacity in liters. The following are the standardized size of 3 types. So, 3 types of mixer we have: tilting type we have, non-tilting type have, and reversible type. So, all this figure here has been shown here for all this type. This is a tilting type, this is a non-tilting type fixed one, and this is a reversible side. So, you can reverse the drum. Okay. And the capacity tilting type is available in 85 T, 100 T, 140 T, 200 T. So, T stands for tilting, and this number, this indicates value in liters. So, this indicates capacity of that drum. Similarly, non-tilting type designation is NT. NT stands for non-tilting, and different capacity has been recommended by IS 1791 1985, that is 200, 280, 375, 500 and 1000 liter capacity. Reversing type also we have a capacity of 200 liter, 280 liter, 375 liter, 500 liter and 1000 liters. So, another type of mixer is pan mixer. So, pan mixer is governed by IS 12119 12119. So, pan type concrete mixer sizes are available in 375, 500, 750, 1000, 1500, 2000, 3000, 3500, 4500. So, P stands for this, P stands for pan mixer. So, one photograph has been shown here, pan mixer. This is the photograph of pan mixer here. So, this is your pan mixer. Okay. And for this is having a very large capacity, and systematic line diagram has been shown here, that figure has been taken from IS 12119 1987. So, this figure can be checked, and all this, if you want to go in details, we have to download all the types of IS codes. So, that is freely available by BIS, so that you can download and go through for academic purpose. So, another operation is sorry. Another operation is transporting. So, transporting is also equally important. So, for once you have mixed the concrete with a proper ratio, either it is a design mix or nominal mix. So, mixing as the mixing operation is over, then you have to go for transportation. So, transportation can be done in mortar pan, wheelbarrow, handcraft, crane bucket, ropeway, truck mixer and dumpers, belt conveyor, chute, skip and hoist, transit mixer, pump and pipeline and helicopters. So, like this, these are the methods of transporting the concrete. So, mortar pan is used for a small work, and if you are having some little more, so then you can use the wheelbarrow or handcraft. So, the wheel will be there. So, transport will be easy, and then if it is a multi-story building, then we can go for a crane. So, tower crane you can use, and their bucket will be there. With the help of ropeway we can lift to different story, and sometimes we have to use the truck mixer or dampers you can use directly for the transporting of concrete. Sometimes conveyor belt also can be used. If mass concreting is there, say dam work is there, so directly with the help of conveyor belt we can go for the transporting the concrete. Chute also you can use, hoist, transit mixer you can use if you have to transit for longer distance. So, a longer distance transit mixer will be it will be going on mixing also, and you can transport it to longer distance. Okay. So, this is important. Sometimes pump and pipeline is required. So, this is also important, for their requirement is different. The concrete should be more workable, and that horizontal distance of about 1 kilometer you can pump, and vertical distance 500 meter you can pump easily. And sometimes suppose it is a multi-story building, it is a very high rise building. So, in that case we have to go for helicopter. So, you can use the services of helicopter, because nowadays modern building is almost say Burj Dubai. What is the height? Height of the Burj Dubai is around 829.8 meter. So, concreting to such a height, it is pumping is also difficult. So, that case you can use the surfaces of helicopter also, or suppose you want to construct in off the offshore. So, there also you can utilize the services of a helicopter. Okay. So, placing after transportation you have to place it properly. So, placing directly we can place in the foundation. Suppose you have a foundation, so earth mold is there, just you have to cut the size of the foundation, and for say for isolated footing or walls, and directly you can place the concrete there. And similarly can be done in placing concrete within large earth mold or timber plank form, like you have a highway slab is there or runway slab is there. So, there that case we have to use the timber plank and formwork for placing the concrete of accurate size. Similarly, if you want to place the concrete in layers within timber or steel framework is required. So, like this we want to construct the dam. So, that want to compact in layers. So, there you can use the concrete with timber and steel form. Okay. Construction of abutment, pier, construction of dams, that method is required. Similarly, suppose you want to place the concrete with usual formwork like columns, beams, slabs and other components in the building or structure. So, you have to use the proper formwork in superstructure like construction of bridge and all that. So, placing the concrete under water by Tremy pipe, that is also another method of placing, because if you want to do construction under the water. So, water you can't take the concrete. So, you have to take through the pipe, Tremy pipe. So, you have to take the pipe through the Tremy pipe. Okay. So, this method of trimming piping, Tremy concreting is given IS 456. So, this portion should be under the concrete, this portion should be under the concrete, and say here is the water. So, this water, what is going to happen? So, this concrete will be just concreted here, and it will be just going on lifting, and concrete will come from this part. So, what is the advantage of doing this? This compaction, because we need a very good quality of concrete, self compacting type of concrete, and this Tremy should be inside the concrete, it should never come out. Okay. So, this method is also another method of placing concrete is Tremy pipe methods. Okay. So, then compaction, after the placement you have to go for the compaction. So, compaction can be done by hand or compaction can be done by the vibration. So, if you want to do by hand, that is for a small work you can do, not for the big work. So, that can be done by rodding, ramming and tamping. Okay. And if you want to do compaction by vibration, so these are the IS codes that go on to that different kinds of vibrator, IS 2505, IS 2506, IS 2514 and IS 4656. So, all these code books, if you want to go in details, you have to download this IS codes, and you can see the different requirements of the different types of vibrator. So, we have different kind of vibrator like internal vibrator, we have needle vibrator, formwork vibrator. So, in form itself, suppose you want to construct for the road work. So, road work we can fix the vibrator on form itself, and due to the rotation of vibrator, that will create vibration in the former, and finally, the concrete will get compacted. Then we have table vibrator. So, table vibrator generally we are using for precast element, okay, or suppose in laboratory you want to cast the cubes, cylinders, beams for testing purpose. So, there you can use the table vibrator. So, table vibrator or formwork vibrator, that is more suitable for precast element. Okay. And this needle type of vibrator you can use for all the normal work, and then we have platform vibrators. We have to keep on the platform and vibrate. Similarly, we have surface vibrator, or you can say screed vibrator, and similarly we have vibratory roller. Another we have compaction by pressure and jolting, and last is compaction by spinning. So, these are the different method of compaction that you have to go in details if you want, and we have to download this code book. So, another important process in concrete is curing. So, as you have completed your process, like you have done the mixing, transporting, compaction, similarly you have to go for the curing. So, why curing is required? Because the water you have mixed at the time of mixing, that should not evaporate. Once the water will evaporate, reaction will get stopped. So, once reaction will get stopped, then once again it will not get started. It is just like a living thing. Once a living thing is dying, dead, then it can't become alive. So, similarly it happens with the concrete. So, once all the water will get evaporated, so reaction will get stopped automatically. So, you have to keep the concrete concrete under the moist condition, or for that what you have to do, you have to increase the relative humidity should be high there. So, curing is the process of preventing the loss of moisture from the concrete whilst maintaining a satisfactory temperature regime. So, that is very important. So, we have to maintain certain temperature also. If temperature will not be there, then certainly it is going to stop the reaction. So, for that purpose what we are doing, we are having a different method of curing. So, like we have moist curing. So, moist curing we have immersion, ponding, spraying or fogging and wet covering. So, this method is a more convenient method. So, whatever the member is there, that you can put inside the tank. Suppose you have a precast member, cube, cylinder, beams or any other member that you can put inside the tank. So, this is the method of immersion. Okay. Similarly, we have ponding. Ponding means what we have, suppose you have a large slab like this. Okay. So, in large slab what we have to do, you put a barrier over here, you put a barrier over here either with the lean mortar and put the water in this, put the water here. So, this water will be kept continuously above this slab member, and due to that water will not evaporate from the concrete. So, this will be also required for controlling the temperature also. Okay. So, if heat of hydration is more, in that case that temperature will also, external temperature that is also going to dissipate. So, curing is very important, and sometimes you can spraying and fogging you can do. So, in that case what you have to do, continuously the member is there, suppose any precast element in the factory, or suppose we have a brick, concrete brick or precast element. So, there you can continuously spray the fog. So, relative humidity will be high there. So, in that case this concrete will get cured. Another way is wet covering. So, you can cover the concrete member with say jute bags or jute cloths, and continuously you can put water on that. So, atmosphere surface will be wet and we can sprinkle water over there. So, these are the method of moist curing. Similarly, we have another method, membrane curing. So, membrane curing we have to put certain membrane like polythene we have to put on that, so that water will not evaporate on that, and some powder is also available. So, as I suppose temperature is very high, hot weather concreting is there. So, what we have to do? We have to spray the powder on that. So, that powder will make a membrane on that, layer on that. So, that will prevent water coming out from the concrete surface. So, that is the another way of curing. So, and then application of heat. Sometimes we want the concrete to be set earlier like precast element, and you want early strength, so that we can put the member in use. So, that case you can go for the steam curing. So, steam curing can be done at ordinary pressure or at high pressure. Okay. So, the whatever the strength you are going to get 28 days, in 3 days you can get almost the strength. So, this steam curing is also important, and sometimes what will happen, 24 hours we can, for precast element, for 24 hours we can keep under steam curing, and then we can put outside and go for the moist curing or by fogging. Similarly, we can go by curing by infrared radiation. So, that will increase the temperature. At increased temperature we will find rate of reaction is faster. Similarly, electrical curing you can do. Suppose you are passing the current through the concrete some member. So, due to electrical current it will offer the resistance and temperature will rise. So, as the temperature will rise, hydraulic reaction will increase. So, another method, last method is finishing. So, once you have completed once we have completed the process of making the concrete, then we have to go last operation as a finishing. So, finishing can be done by formwork finishing, surface treatment or applied finishes. So, here what we are observing here. So, we have to make a formwork, very good quality of formwork which is not having any undulation. So, as you remove the formwork, you can get a very good quality of concrete. So, that concrete may be used as a untouched concrete. So, plastering is not required. So, in that case even suppose you want to make a column of circular nature. So, we are getting the tube type of formwork where you can cast the concrete in that, and that tube is made of some special type of paper. So, that you remove the paper after cutting that. So, you will get very smooth finish. So, like this, suppose I have just visited one building in RS in Gurgaon, constructed by RSC, Rural Electrification Corporation. So, they are using those formwork and the work is very good, and they have used the white cement for that purpose, so that it looks like a marble. Similarly, surface treatment is required. So, surface treatment you can do with the help of different type of surface, like you want to show the texture like a stone. So, there is a certain method of doing the treatment in that case. Similarly, you have to apply the some finishes you have to do with the help of this helicopter type of system here. You can do the helicopter type of float. So, with the help of that, this due to this motor you can get the very finished surface that you can use for the float system. Okay. So, similarly, you can use the by hand, you can use the float, or you can use the float, okay, or a straight edge. So, with the help of this float or a straight edge, you will be in a position of making the concrete finished. So, finishing can be done like this. Okay. So, these are the operations we have observed here, which was very important. Just I will recap here. So, batching is important, mixing is important, transporting is important, placing, compacting, curing and finishing. So, all these operations we have seen in brief. So, if you want to go through this thing in details, you have to download the code book, or this operation you can observe on videos, lots of YouTube videos are available. So, those all the operation you can Google it and see in the YouTube also. Okay. I can say thank you for patience listening.